One albums. Okay, 11.
Jay-Z the GOAT.
Yes, me.
Jay-Z's good.
Yeah, I
Jay-Z
think
the
he's
GOAT?
good.
He's
I don't think
definitely
he's the
good.
GOAT.
We
I
live.
don't think he's the GOAT.
Over Snoop.
Welcome to another episode of Something for the People. This your boy B Hunt, aka the Silent Prophet, along with my co-host. Introduce yourself, Jim.
This is Jeremy, a.k.a. Big Country, Mr. Too Real for TV.
It's too rifted. Damien. D Gray 214. Instagram, follow me, please. I see you people.
All right,
Djayparkk, you know what I'm saying? Hit me up, please.
cool beans.
Please.
Djayparkk, that's what's up. Well, we got an episode for you today. Sorry, we kind of late today. Got into a debate. All right. Outside of that, we're gonna jump right into the topics, gentlemen. You gentlemen are ready. All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You got it. Let me let you do your thing. All right. Topic number one. Just because it feels good doesn't mean it's good for you. Sex, relations, and toxic people.
Well, the reason I chose this topic was because a lot of times we get things misconstrued for what we really need in our life versus what we want right now. Because don't get me wrong, we love women. Like, I don't know too many guys that I hang out with that don't love women. But every woman that you hang out with, every woman you sleep with, or whatever you want to say, isn't that good for you. Just like the same with men. There's a lot of trash niggas out here. But you'll be like, oh, well, he's good for me right now. But are they really good for you? Like, are they good to you? Or is it just, hey, man, he dicked me down proper? The same thing with women. There's some women out here putting on you so nice and good, you'll forget about a whole bunch of stuff. She can't cook, she can't clean, she don't want to work, she don't want to do a lot of things. Now, what do y'all think about it?
I always feel like you shouldn't mistake a part for the whole. Like, all right, let's take a job. A job can provide you with adequate source of income and all kinds of stuff. But if that job don't give you purpose, then it's a job that, sure, it provides a great service, but it does not give me everything I need. Not as far as my career. Now, when you take but for your career, you'll sacrifice shit like whatever, because it's not as personal. It's something like, hey, it's what I do to make a living. But now we take it into something more, personal. It's your relationship with whoever you're talking to or dealing with. So now we saying, oh, yeah, she great at sex, she just terrible at everything else. You really finna deal with that your entire life? You just gonna be like, man, I had great sex, but the drama she bringing to my life, the added stress, she don't encourage me. She often discourage me, shame me, guilt me, this X, Y, Z. She got all these negative qualities about her, but she give great top. It's not worth it, my brother. Because I'm just telling you, it's too many miles out there. It's too many,
Yeah.
It's too. What she provides, you can literally go and just buy that asset off a woman. It's called prostitution.
Prostitution.
That's what you can do.
No.
If she only provides one
It's true.
service. I'm not trying to favor, but
Sex and head is very good. But what my daddy told me, what his granddaddy told him, is find somebody that love you for you. That love you, is what they said. So I mean, pretty girls is good. I mean, it works out. But you need somebody that's gonna be there for you in your corner. To be honest with you, cause beauty is only skin deep, and it fades after a while, man.
Yeah.
It fades after a while. They might look good one day, but 10 years, 20 years from now, they're going to gain some weight. They're not going to be the same. And now it's really about how they're going to treat you, how they care about you, how they love you. And so you need to really just find somebody that you can really deal with for the next 10 to 20 years, even longer than that.
Yeah.
Because once the beautiful and all that shit fades, man, can you be around this person? Can you talk to this person? Do they understand you? Do they love you? You know what I mean? looks is only skin deep, man.
I feel all that, but man, life is too short.
Nah, block your face.
Life is too short, man.
Push it down a little.
I just feel like it's, when you're looking at things from a relationship perspective, I get what y'all saying, but most of the times for guys like myself, man, I don't care about all that shit. Like, if a woman looks good and that's what I care about at that moment, then that's what I'm gonna talk to her for. I don't care if she cooks or clean. I don't care what value she brings. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm just trying to. She looks good right now. That's it. But if I'm considering a serious relationship, that's a whole different ball game. But a lot of times people look at relationships or relations and they put it into that category of a lifelong or serious type of thing. I think that's where we make a mistake, because sometimes people don't even experience being with a beautiful woman, and they'll marry somebody they're not really attracted to, and then years down the line, that want to have something you never had start to grow, and you like, well, damn, like you start looking a little more. I just think you should experience as much as you really want to. I get the side effects, but leave the relationship part out of it if it's not valuing you in a deep way. But life's too short, man. Like, enjoy yourself.
My question to you would be, so you said if you met a woman and your initial appeal is strictly of a sexual nature, you, of course, being you would probably hit, most likely, one doubt. You get to the point where you hit. She has a misconception, like, I let him hit, so, we supposed to initially go. Not, I don't want to say she said, because she might not be like we go together, but she's saying he at least think I'm fine enough to hit, so it could potentially lead to a relationship. But in your mind, it's like, no. I bought a ticket for the ride. I rode it. I'm leaving the park now. Do you feel like that's a discredit to her? Like, hey, no matter what you do, I've already determined what you are to me. You can't grow.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, even in that aspect, I'm not going to completely cut off a relationship, because we could learn more about each other, as time passes. It hasn't worked out for me in that way, as far as like looking at one aspect of a woman for me, as if I think she's attractive and that's what stands out to me, and a lot of times I ignore the other aspects. When I do that, come in with that mind frame, it has not worked out very well.
Damn, that's
so
what I've been trying to say.
but at the end of the day, it could potentially lead to a relationship depending on how her personality is. But if she is expecting, I don't think that I ever come off as misleading. I make it pretty clear, especially if I get invited to places, or we want to go to the mall just because, like, what are you? I'll be like, hey, you understand what this is, right? Like,
yeah,
like this is like, and if that's not clear, I don't know what else I could do. But it's not a disservice to her, because hell, we are just enjoying each other's company.
But the thing is, what I would caution you against is every communication a two-way street. You know that, I know that. When you dealing with somebody and their expectations are greater than yours, it puts you in this dangerous dynamic, because she's trying to do something greater than what you try. It's like a person who's an intern for a job that they never you're not qualified. I'm only entertaining this because you went to my alma mater.
Oh.
But once this internship is over, once we done in this bedroom, your qualifications ain't there. And now you've given her this false perception. It's like, for the most part, you would be the star in the situation. She's the groupie, and now she's going to grade the caliber of men she talked to based off you. When in reality, your looks can get me in bed, but your mind can't get me in life. And I don't want her to go through life thinking she's qualified for a type of dude she never going to actually get.
Well, it always get to, when I get in these situations, I always get asked, why are you not willing to be in a relationship? What's wrong with me? This, that, and the other. And I'm straight honest about it. because a lot of times it comes down to a mental aspect. Like even one girl that I was with, I actually was considering being with her because she everything about her was what I liked, but she said some stupid shit that pissed me off. It made me mad, but it just like it threw my whole mind frame off of pursuing a relationship with her. She said having a bank account is white people shit. This was her literal mind state. And I like literally was thinking of this woman as a potential wife. Like I really was. But that threw that completely off. So when she asked me, I'm like, look, like I want to have my own business one day. And I want to be able to leave my business accounts when I'm out working on hitches in the oil field. I want to be able to leave the responsibilities to my woman that I could trust. You saying that bank accounts are for white people?
Don't value it.
I can't put you in that, because that's what I want out of my relationship. Right. I can't. So I let her know that. So she knows that was the barrier for our situation. So now she might do some more research on why I would want a bank account for the next guy. But maybe we just don't fit.
Okay, but you do realize that, I guess, how I look at it is like, you basically just cut her off when it could possibly have been something that could have been fixed. Because I'm going to be real with you. I've been married for a little while now. I've been in this relationship for a while now. I promise you, there's always going to be something there. Like, there's always going to be something that is like, you know what, this right here, I don't know if I don't agree with that right there. But you got to be able to see if you could fix that or if that's a deal breaker for you. Like, for example, when I came up with the topic and everything, I was like, if somebody putting their hands, like I've heard women say, oh, this dude put hands on me, but he laid the pipe right. So we still together. I'm like, that is stupid. I'm like, it's horrible for your mental and physical state for you be with somebody that's going to physically harm you. But now if you just are like look at it like this, there's certain things that I may know that you may not know. But that doesn't mean I'm going to write you off as a friend or anything like that. It's going to be like, hey, bro, let me inform you a little bit. That's just like we have debates and arguments about things because, hey, I may not know something. Hey, if you school me on something, I'm going to be like, oh, bet that. I'm come back with something else.
Yeah.
But if you just cut them off.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It was an unwillingness to learn. That's a deal breaker for me. You cannot do that with me because I'm so willing to learn something I don't know. Like you told me about karate, you told me about artist stuff, even some artists, some musicians that I didn't know about. Am I like a sponge when I'm going to listen. So I can't be with somebody who don't have that. So the reason why you have to have an experience on at least knowing what a bank account is to deal with what my goal is. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to cut her off. I mean, I didn't for a while, but it just wasn't. She wasn't trying to hear it. That's white people shit.
I mean,
it's just kind of hard
What made y'all want to get married? How did y'all know y'all found the right person, bro?
We had this conversation a while back. Mine basically broke down to if I can't be 100% me with you, it's problematic, and I can't do it. But when I found her, I could be me. I didn't have to go and be like, if I'm being me, I can just go and be rude if I felt like that was me at that moment. She accepting it. Hey, I'm just being rude right now.
And back to what you
somebody
said,
accepts you, okay.
Yeah.
So back to what you said about the women, like it's a lot of time we can get caught up in us being good dudes. Like I see it as a problem as well. Girl getting beat on, but she's saying his penis is good or whatever. We could say we want all day, man, but they still go back to that dude.
Yeah,
and that's like, what can you do?
But that's the thing. It ain't up. Like when it comes, I already my college stance. I don't do domestics.
Mm-hmm.
You in a messed up situation with your man, that's you and your man. Now they be like, but if a dude hit a woman in your face and you don't do nothing, be like, no. I don't want her to get the misconception. I ain't fighting him for you, girl. It's a respect that he gonna have to show me as who I am. You don't hit women in my presence because I don't do it. Now, because you hit her in my presence, you indirectly saying I condone that, and you know I don't. If you know me, you know I don't.
Yeah.
So you don't do that. But until she come to me and say, "Hey, this is a bad situation for me, and I'm trying to get out," you have to come to me and literally say that for me to go and move on your behalf. Why? Because it's been too many instances in my life, other people's lives, to where
I definitely agree with that.
I'm jumped in here and I've been like, "Nah, nigga, XYZ," and she right there in my face. You don't talk to him like that. What the fuck? You mean to tell me he just knocked your ass out, and you gonna make me the villain?
Yeah,
okay.
That's happened. That's happened to me actually. I think I was 20, maybe 21 years old. This dude was beating the shit out this girl, like she was bleeding, and he eventually like knocked her out cold. Right. And it made me cringe, and I just went out the dude. So I'm hitting the guy, and somebody just jumps on my back. So I'm just thinking, his homies done came, and it was the girl. Yeah. They basically tried to start jumping, and I just left it alone. From then on, I stopped fucking.
Don't get me wrong. I understand we want to protect, but as a guy, sometimes you got to know when to be like, you know what? You want to be in that situation. There's a difference between, I'm trying to get out, and I'm truly trying to get out. Hey, if you truly trying to get out, I don't mind helping you. Yeah. But if you going to sit here and be like, if I beat this nigga down, and you go back to the nigga.
You got it.
You got it. I don't call me, because I'm not going to risk my life or anything like that. Like, if you my family, like anybody in my circle will know. You call me, I'm on my way. But if you on some stupid stuff, once we handle them, we going to handle you real quick. Yeah. Because I don't do that. It's like, no, if you call me in the middle of the night, he's called me sometimes at like 12, 1 o'clock. I'm going to talk my trash, but I'm on my way. So, if you, and that has been anybody I call a true sister or family, if I call you my friend, if you call me, hey, I got you, bro. Yeah, I'm on my way.
My sister knows. She's like, if I call Damien, he gonna whoop this nigga ass every time he see him, so I need to make sure.
That's what
because if I call my brother, my sister don't call. She never called me about a dude putting his hands on me. I'm the last person she tell. Because every time I say, I don't give a fuck, it's not about you no more. Because now you came and told me you're a problem. So now it's my problem. You done told me. So every time I see this nigga, you sure I say, you sure? And she, okay, yeah. She'll get out the way. All right. So next time I see this nigga, every time I see him, I don't give a damn at y'all wedding. Well, hey, bro, I gonna get this over with, so you going with this wedding.
Congratulations, bro.
Whoop your ass. But yeah, I feel you though, man.
Is it ever any reason to put hands on a woman? Or that shit is.
No.
Well, okay, hold up. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 because sometimes we get to the point where we're like, we're trying to be so much of a man. Yeah. My thing is like this. Like, I don't believe men should be hitting women, but I do not believe women should be hitting men either. Period. There's no, I got angry and I hit him. It was an emotional response. Emotional nothing. Like, you put your hands on me, you run that risk. I'm not saying I would do that, but you run the risk of getting retaliation. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Now, when it comes to my wife, like, there was a video of this dude fighting these women with his wife. They tried to jump his wife, and he was dog walking them. And I was like, hell yeah. Before I got married, I was like, nah, I can't see me doing it. I'm like, that's wrong. But let 3 or 4 women jump on my wife right now. I'm knocking. I'm not holding nothing back. I'm putting you to sleep.
Touch my daughter. That's a wrap.
I'm gonna hit you.
Or the other one where the daughter was getting jumped by like 6 or 7 other girls. I'm like, I don't care what age you are. If you jumping mine, I don't care. I'd rather be tried by 12 than my daughter be carried by 6.
I agree with that.
Screw all that.
Yeah, and 2 incidents where. Okay, I got you. I saw time. My cousin, he got stabbed by a girl 3 times in his arm. I mean, that's kind of like grounds to slide a bitch,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
saying.
like you put me in that position.
There's another incident with a friend. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was in an argument with his girl, and she just got quiet one time, and she just rubbed her fingers across his lips. And he was like, "Hey, what the fuck is that?" She's like, "That's my pussy juice, and the taste of a real man." So basically, God just God came inside and just and what do you expect a man to do?
It's levels of
I had
disrespect
to
that you as a man
grab
can't
this
take.
man so quick. He hit her, but I had to grab him.
Because he
What
could have
would
killed
you?
her.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Like
Ooh.
that situation is why I'm not so quick to say men shouldn't hit women, because I don't know what I would do. I don't even think Damien would be conscious. I think I would black out and shit would just happen.
That shit make me
Like,
Man.
come on,
There's
bro.
levels to it. And you showed me that
You trying to take it there?
Mm-hmm. You
I
want to go
made
there?
it.
Literally.
You do me
Let's
like
go.
that, I'm going to be like,
That's a
at
movie
this
type
point,
shit.
you remove the sex element to this. It's not, when I say sex, I'm talking about male versus female. You remove that. You
Mhm.
disrespected me on a level to where even a priest could not. I'm gonna whoop you in church and pray about it after this. I'm just saying. Next question. Why do women lie about what they really want and tell the truth about what men really want?
A reason why I asked that, man, because I was watching, just a bunch of Derrick Jackson videos, and people responding to him, and even on some groups, and just like women praise like good men and guys that do the right stuff and come in and that whatever, but then at the end of the day they getting their back beat out by the nigga that they saying they wouldn't date. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel there's confusion. And even with men, I just feel like when they talk about, just like we did in the last subject, we start talking about wifey material stuff and all of that, and it comes to a point where people are married for a certain amount of time, their wife stopped doing stuff they did when they first got married or first got together. They stopped dressing a certain way, they stopped having sex a certain way or whatever, and men a lot of men try to say that that's not important, and I just got frustrated with that. I just feel like stop lying to fit women's narrative. We're not so complex. Yes, we like wifey type of stuff, and we do expect that, because I think from what I just knowing you two guys and guys I know that are married, they do what they're supposed to deserve that. You know what I mean? I just feel like a lot of that part about marriage is just left out. So that was the point of the question.
I mean, that's very true. We were just discussing this yesterday about being truthful. Like, one of the main reasons a lot of niggas don't want to get married, because things change. Because a lot of times we'll say, "Oh well, it's not going to change. It's only going to get better." Like, especially a lot of ladies out here. Like, before we get married, oh, you freaky as hell. You doing all the nasty things and stuff like that because you trying to get the bag. Then, once everything's said and done, if you ask a lot of married men, they'll tell you, things change. Don't get me wrong. Love this woman to death. But some of the things we were doing beforehand, it ain't happening. Yeah. And now dudes be over here like, man, do I really want to put up with that? Like, if you got a good woman, you'll be like, I could take that. I ain't tripping about that. But if, like, okay, for example, like, before marriage, most women be freaky as hell, do all the nasty stuff. Oh, we ain't got no questions asked about it. Like, cool.
They gonna
bet
do
that.
it.
So, after you get married, oh, well, I'm tired. Work's got in the way. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, we got kids now. Oh, well, this comes up. And it's like, after so long, how many times do you want to hear that same thing before you say, man, the hell with them kids. Right now, I love my kids, but right now,
I'm trying to
get on your job.
Yeah. It's like, when it comes to stuff like that and talking about, okay, your relationship, the quality pretty much diminished. It's like on a sliding scale. There's a peak and a fall off. It shouldn't be that way, but it gets that way. And that's why I tell people all the time, the value in a relationship. I know a lot of people be like that happy wife, happy life stuff.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
tell you
I hate
right
it.
now,
Yeah.
the value of your relationship is the man.
The man.
What you allow and what you seek and want to make it, you determine everything that goes on in your relationship. Period. She might be like, oh no, if I get upset, the whole house. No. You ever seen a household where a guy loses his temper? People be thinking he don't lose his temper because he don't lose his temper because his wife will come check him. No, that's not true. He don't lose his temper because he knows if he does, the entire house, from the kids to the wife to anybody who walks inside, it'll all be in disarray. You keep a calm, cool, collected head and think about whole picture scenarios the entire time. You give me personally, I'll give strengths to my wife. Like, yeah, you do X, Y, Z exceptionally well. You do all those things great. However, the fact that you can lose your temper and nothing changes should let you know. It's a difference between when you get mad and when I get mad. When I get mad, shit starts shutting off. I get mad today, okay, let me tell you like this. Don't call me about shit. She gonna be like, wait, nothing? Nothing. Don't call me about nothing. Don't call me, don't text me, don't write me, don't email me.
Say, figure it out.
Period.
Yeah.
It sound good to her for probably a day. Then she get out there and she see, damn, my car won't start. But I can't call that nigga. Vice versa. I can tell you right now, outside of the stuff that I allow, I don't necessarily have to call my wife for much anything. And I'm not trying to belittle her or nothing. I'm just being honest. I don't have to reach out to my wife to request any service that I cannot do for myself.
Figure it out.
I can cook, I can clean, I can resolve my issues. The nature of a man is to resolve his own issues.
Hey, okay, I like that.
So I don't have to, I allow everything that comes my way. And that's just how that's how I wish every man operated. Some men do, some men don't. But in my world, you operate and control your surroundings as the man. Period.
Yeah.
So when they, like I said, that whole statement, happy wife, happy life, I can't agree with it. Because, hey, I've seen too many instances where women will lose their cool, hit their husbands. I've seen too many instances where a woman will lose their cool and go and be like, you need to take your key and go on about your, man, I'm not going to lose my cool because everything outside of what I deem important is petty.
Yeah. And like it, and with that whole Derrick Jackson thing, we talking like a lot of times people will give you that fantasy world. In the fantasy, this would be the perfect type of guy. This would be the no. We have to start dealing in reality as men and women because, like, look at it like this. Everybody's looking for a fairy tale. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, he was this knight in shining armor. He came up, swept me off of my feet. We didn't have to worry about nothing ever again. That's not reality.
No.
But the thing is, that's what we try to look for. So yeah, we'll talk about that nice guy. Oh, nice guy did. But you really want that thug nigga right there that's gonna grab you. He gonna mistreat you a little bit because you like that on some level. I ain't saying every woman likes that, but
my question would be,
Go ahead.
my question would be, is it that the thug guy forces accountability and that's why they like him more? Because think about it, a nice guy is always altering your state of being based on your temperature. You get upset, him as a man gonna start saying, it's my responsibility to make you happy. Which in reality it's not, but a simp, you're gonna be like, let me fix that for you. That's nice guy mentality. Man. Oh, you hungry? Let me take you out to eat. I'm not gonna call him a thug, but a F boy, because he comes through. You say you hungry, he gonna eat in your face. If you really hungry,
he better go get you something to eat.
The same place I got food from is up the street.
I don't think it's that dramatic. I mean, it is the thing of, like, women love drama. No matter how you like to slice it, Y'all might not feel your wives do, but they do in some form or fashion. Women don't like a clean slate and everything going perfectly fine. They don't like that. It's a natural thing with them. Don't know why, but that's why they leave the nice guys, because everything is good.
I have an answer as to why. You might disagree. But I got to tell you this.
Go ahead.
Why women don't like don't like the smooth ride? Because they don't believe it. How many women have you met say all men are dogs?
All of them.
All of them. Everyone. My wife included. So don't think that I'm like, oh, I got the exception to the rule. No, I got the exact same standard and model that you guys would get on that in that aspect. All men are dogs, all men cheat, all men this. And then you come out of nowhere and you're not a dog. And you don't cheat. If it's too good to be true, it's not true, right?
And a lot of time those guys, they don't really have a value to them. It's like if you don't, women are not chasing after. They like thugs, bro. Like it's. I'm not gonna say they thugs is a bad thing, but it's worse than I thought it was. I didn't know so many girls were attracted to gold grills. I thought we was done with that. No, no. I was on a group and they said, "Do you like gold grills?" I was like, "Oh, they finna rip this nigga apart." Bullshit. We started posting. I was like, "Damn, I didn't know that." The thing is, that's what they're attracted to. At the end of the day, it's not even about them not believing it. It's just the fact of they love the drama of it. They love the fact of the possibility of they man. They love having to work for a validation.
Right.
So, as far as like thugs go, a lot of them have a lot of women. They want to be at the top of that mountain. The last time we had a girl on here, they was like, "Hey, just make sure you check. Don't make me look stupid." Meaning, yes, you got another woman. I'm not. Most women don't even care about that. They just want this girl to know that she more important. Validation. Again, that's the thing that they love to chase. That validation. They don't like having it. They like chasing it.
And the fact that he had alternative women is, I mean, it's the validation, but it's also, it made me, I'm right. It's that familiar, it's going back to being familiar. I just said all men are dogs, and guess what? I got one from the pound. I got a nigga who is, I said all men are dogs, and look at my man.
That's hilarious.
He trash. I love him.
Yeah, and then on top of that, then that's when you get this men should do this, that, the third, or they should treat women like this. A man should have, they only come up with that thing based on the guy that they're with or just had. They want to point out all the flaws in him and what they want him to do, and they make that a standardized for all men. And I think that's where a lot of that stuff come from. You be talking about what they want, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, you know what you really want. You know who's gonna be blowing your back out at the end of the day.
Right.
And the second part of the question, why don't men, what they really want? At the end of the day, it's like this. Even when I was in a long-term relationship for almost 7 years, it got to a point to where I felt like I was looking off too much at other women, and I didn't want that with the woman I was with. So instead of telling her to go to the gym or whatever, I looked at myself.
Like,
I was
what's
like,
too much? I gotta ask that question.
But exactly what it is. Too much.
No.
I mean,
Every man
he
looks.
probably can't answer that question for you because he might feel like if I'm with a woman, I got the baddest fee in my mind. I don't ever want to look off. Period.
Yeah, I don't.
So, but in yours, it might be even if I got the baddest female, I'm gonna still look off occasionally.
Because cause it's I'm not. Cause I feel like a woman should have most of my wants when I'm with her. You know what I mean? No woman is perfect. My type, as far as body wise, it varies. You know what I mean? Cause I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to sound cute. It's just the truth. You know what I mean? But it's like I used to be able to do this. Like I see a fine girl, I be like, yeah, she don't suck dick like my girl do. Walk around with a big ass. She ain't got no big titties like my girl do. Like it was always, when I started saying that less and less, I was like, that's a problem. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, Damien got to get in the way. So I started doing it, and she started to get upset, and that's when our relationship started to take a huge turn. And I'm like, why are you getting up? Like, it's some pills you can take. You know what I mean? You don't even have to work out. You could. It's for women. It goes with your hormones. You could lose weight, whatever you want to do. And she's just like, She got upset.
At a point, but eventually you did realize, but there is a point where you look into it and you start to say the person is what we call toxic. If you're doing something that is clear cut better for you, hitting the gym, there is no negative effects to working out. The second that she took that positive in your life and altered it and said, yeah, you going to the gym, what, you trying to look better for another woman? Wait. I'm just trying to look better, period. But because you're insecure, you projected your insecurities onto my strengths. And that's an issue.
Even Derrick Jackson would say that. Like, even a lot of dating coaches, they say that bullshit. And that it really made me look bad. Like, and they like, when your man start doing different sex position, when he starts going to the gym, that's because of another woman. I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with that. It makes me mad, bro. That really, cause honestly, I actually started feeling bad for going to the gym, bro. I really was. I'm making my woman think I'm cheating, bro. And I'm not. I was like, man, I gotta do better. I was actually at that point.
The thing about that is, and I haven't watched Derrick Jackson. I don't know much about the guy, none of that. What I do want to say, because from what I've heard, because like I said, from what I've heard, he says a lot of things that I would consider false. Like, me going to the gym is because I'm trying to seek something new. He takes from what I gleaned, he takes aspects of change and says a man should never change. If he got with you, he shouldn't want to do nothing else but what he did when he met you that day.
Nah, we should always be changing, man.
Growth is anything that doesn't change will die. Yeah. Period. Yeah. So if you see me hitting the gym, it's not everything about the relationship isn't about your partner. And that's one thing that I feel like a lot of people get misconstrued.
Yeah.
It's at a certain point, once I've learned enough about you as a person or a woman, okay, I know you enough to know the things that I can do to alter your state of being. When it comes to me, no, if I want to hit the gym, I'm gonna hit the gym. If I wanna go out and I want to go out and chill. It's not about you. Everything in your relationship, the other person is not 100% about you when it comes to them.
Yeah,
when it comes to other women, he should be 100% about you. But when it comes to him, he can be 100% about him and 100% about you.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with changing to better yourself. But now, if you're changing because of someone else, that's when it starts becoming an issue. It's like, oh, well, because if they said if I don't do this or I don't do this or that, it's going to be an issue. No. Like, anything you change should be for your better well-being. Like, if you're in a relationship, hey, I want to be a better person. Like if you're a trash individual and you don't want to get better, then you still going to be a trash individual.
Yeah, and then even in a relationship, her and her family was like, they would get a bunch of the like the beach body stuff with the what's the gay dude name? You know what I'm talking about, the T25 guy. He's
the dude that always dancing and stuff.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, they had a lot of his stuff, and they'd do it here and there, whatever. You know, I'm a procrastinator. I'm not gonna lie, but once I actually get started, I keep going. I don't stop. So I wanted to set an example for her and her family. Be like, hey, you could do this. You know, I've been out of shape. So no, I'm just trying to like boost them up in a way, and it didn't receive well. But again, you know, neither here nor there. There just wasn't a space for me. You know what I mean? And when I left, I got in way better shape. But the thing is, man, I just think some men, they get caught up even when they married. A lot of us, we accept a lot of stuff, And most good men get caught up in real, accepting too much. The next thing you know, they wife asking for a divorce.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was basically speaking on. It's just like you know what got your woman.
Right.
You know what got her. If money got her to where
You need to keep that money.
you know that the other stuff is gonna fall apart eventually. It's gonna start looking at guys that are a little more attractive than you are, and that money ain't gonna. Well, I got his money, so if I leave now, I'm gonna get some money anyway. So, what's the point of me still being here? You know. So I think guys, be honest about what you really want. I mean, it's just.
I mean, but a lot of times we give
That's
this.
a good point.
Yeah. A lot of times we give this fake facade of what we really want. Oh, I want somebody who's gonna be this and do this. Oh, they're gonna be so sweet, romantic. If you have an issue with someone, or you want something so bad, it's like, why wouldn't I look for what I wanted? Like, and that's what happens in society now. We'll say, a lot of women, they'll say they want a real romantic dude, but then a lot of women will turn around and call that romantic dude corny. So my thing is, you have to be honest with yourself on what you really want. Like, if you could sit down and say, hey, I want this, this, and this. Okay, cool. These are the things that I know for a fact I want. But if you over here faking and shaking, like, oh, well, my mom had this type of guy, so I want this type of guy. You know that's not going to be the same type of guy you want. But that's what happens in society now. We just play the game as, well, this is what everybody else says they want, so I'm going to say I want that same thing too.
All right.
Life.
Next topic. How can we mend the relationship between men and women as a whole? What do you think are the steps to redemption?
Stop blaming.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Why I asked the question? When you go through your social media blogs, or you go and talk to women like directly and ask them how they feel about men, and some women break it down to all black men are broken, or they'll say all men in general are broken. Or it's always the relationship between men and women in general is strained, and what it always comes back to in the conversation is lack of some form of trust.
Either or. I just think it's bullshit. At the end of the day, don't categorize me based on me not doing things that you think I should be doing. That's the problem. Women think, well, this is the type of man you should be. This is what a real man is. You got to be a real man to take care of my fucking kids. Like, my nigga, I don't have to do none of that stuff. I shouldn't be validated as a man based on what a woman thinks. I should be validated as a man on how I feel about myself. Now, if I'm an older guy, like I saw earlier today on this group, that woman asked a question like, why are 50-plus-year-old men still out here playing with girls' heart? Like, how are you allowing a 50-plus-year-old man play with your fucking heart? That is your fault. Don't blame the man. They say, well, we go. One girl was talking about, she opened herself up, and a man knows that you're vulnerable and you want to have a relationship, so you're vulnerable, and they don't give him the right to play with your heart and this and that and the third. Like, it's like we old enough now. Like, the way that we mend this relationship, it's like this. Men are at a disadvantage. When it comes to divorces, when it comes to child custody, when it comes to all of this type of stuff, get rid of the government, and then we'll have a conversation. Then we can actually talk. Because we can have this conversation all day. They still got their safety net. We don't. We're fucked on every aspect. We are at a disadvantage on so much stuff. At the end of the day, is they have their safety nets. We don't. We have to go the extra mile just to be able to be fair. Like, if a guy is actually wanting to be in his kids' lives, he has to prove that. He has to fucking prove that. I like, when I was in my child support hearing, the reason why I had to concede and giving it, she asked my baby mother, does he help with the child? Like, I'm the main one taking care of my fucking child. What do you? And I looked at her. She was like, well, yeah, he does for the most part. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? And the lady was like, well, do you have any receipts or not? I just bought the shit. I got her the car seat. I just bought the damn car seat because my daughter needed a car seat. I bought the diapers because she needed diapers. I didn't know I had to keep track of this shit. I was just being a father. I gotta prove this? That's horrible.
Yeah.
Have you been a good mom? Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's this joke that Chris Rock tells. He was like, one, if Chris Rock walks into a courtroom, you automatically know it's Chris Rock, right? But the judge had the audacity to ask, do you have food in your refrigerator?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I felt so degraded. Because I'm like, I'm sitting here trying to get custody of my kids. You asked me if I got food in my refrigerator, like, and she asked for pictures of the food in the refrigerator. He like, I didn't know I had to bring pictures of food to court to show you I'm feeding my kids.
You should know that.
You shouldn't. First of all, you asked that. You know, her lifestyle I provide. I'm Chris Rock. I'm worth millions, so I can see how a person who is not Chris Rock can worth millions, and they ask you, "Well, do you do anything for your kids?" I'm like, the problem is, I love that you said the government, because the government thinks so low of men. Like, the government just treats you like garbage. It's like you are the absolute lowest form of human. It's like he makes millions of dollars, but I don't think he feeds his kids. He can't be feeding his kids. I'm like, did your dad feed you?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But
I mean,
I see what you're saying. That's
nah, it is very true. My thing is on mending this thing between men and women. I think the main thing is, man, quit pointing fingers and accountability. Like, because we point so many fingers back and forth about, oh, well, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this, you don't do that. Oh, and you always hear that new crap now. Oh, keep that same energy. Quit talking about somebody keeping something. Hey, listen right now. How about right now we focus on what's going on? There's an issue between me and you about this. Let's say we have an issue over custody of seeing the children. Okay, I want to see the children on these days. Oh, well, you want to see them on this day. Let's talk about how we could work that out. Oh, child rearing. Oh, well, I believe in spankings. You don't believe in spankings. Let's talk about and work those things out. Quit trying to go back to, oh, well, this is how I want it done, so it has to be done my way. Because if you look at everything that goes on now, it's like you hear a lot of women talk about, oh, niggas ain't this, niggas ain't that. But then you'll hear niggas talk about niggas. Hell, it's gotten so bad. People over here like, oh, well, I'll get another chick instead of another nigga that look like you get a woman that look like a nigga instead of a nigga, because you say you don't want to deal with niggas no more, but you want a woman that look like a nigga that all this other extra stuff.
It's hard to have this conversation, man, because everything you said, a woman has the power in. They have the power. They have their safety net. At the end of the day, man, it's tougher. Like, when women say men ain't shit, okay. A man say a woman ain't shit, she's done a bunch of shit to get him to say that. And we could play this middle role of this, men do this too and women do this too. It's not the truth. It's not. It's not. In this situation, the reason what we got to mend is because women are so pacified. They have so many loopholes to everything. A woman has 3 kids and the father's not around. Immediately assume that the father was a piece of shit. We don't know nothing about this man.
Never heard.
We don't know what happened. The fact that he ain't there, we immediately label that man. He ain't taking care of his kids. Is she letting him? Do we know that?
That's the thing. History. We all know history is written by the victors, and the war, when it comes to your kids, is in custody. So if you got the kids, you can change the story and manipulate it however you want to. And it's hard for me as a dude to refute that. Or
Exactly.
I can't give you a rebuttal. So if she telling you every day, oh, your daddy is trash, your daddy ain't this, your daddy ain't that, and then turn around, you as a father, like, I bought you your clothes, I came to get you last summer, she didn't let me have you. I did all these things to get into your life. It's like a whole physical battle that I have to do just to be present. But at the same time, the government, like, we gonna take your money. Period. Your resources, we taking those. Your presence, if she allow you to be there, then cool. If she don't, then that's cool too. But your money, that better come, or we gonna take you to jail.
Even what you said about the child rearing situation. So y'all both agree on whooping the kid. In my situation, baby mother prefers me to do it. Okay, let's say one day baby mama's upset. I done moved on, got a whole relationship. My daughter get a bruise. All she got to do is say, her daddy abuses her. I don't want him around her. I feel the safety for my kid. They're not going to argue with her. It's not going to be they're going to immediately assume she's right. And we gotta wait to get a court date scheduled. That's a waiting list. Once we get it scheduled, it's probably going to be 3-4 months later. So this whole time, she can keep me from my child. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, it's point blank period. No matter how you slice it. Yes, there's some deadbeats out there. It is. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. But I'm just being honest. I don't know any.
Okay, for the sake of the topic at hand, because you already dismissed. But and as long as we got government in people relationships, there most likely isn't any remedy or way to heal.
But let me say this before I go in. It's like this. Yes, we probably can, and I wish it could be, but it's just the simple fact that it's so many loopholes for women. It's no way, like, even if we had the conversation and came to agreement, and then they come to a point where they have to hold up their end, they could just decide, you know what, fuck this shit. Put his ass on child support. Fuck this shit. Let him not see his kid. Fuck this shit. I just want to get a divorce. Like any situation, they have an out. Is what I'm saying. And it's if that wasn't there, I don't know, man. It just they're so used to that. And even with men, I don't know, bro. Like I wish. Can y'all give me help here?
I guess I would say it to a point where I'm like, at some point in time, like, they may be able to use that loophole in certain cases, but they can't use that in this case. Like, for example, anybody that knows me will tell you, I'm a great father. I'm not a good father. I'm great. I'm a spectacular father. Anybody that knows me will tell you, I'm a great husband. Like, and don't get me wrong, I ain't saying I don't make no mistakes or anything like that, but I try to do any and everything possible in my family's life for what's best for my family. So, and me and my wife have this discussion because we keep it 1,000 with each other. I'm like, honestly, if you ever want out, let me know. I have no issue with that. If you want out, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to hold you back. All I ask is you respect me just as if I would respect you. If I want out, I'll let you know, hey, baby, at this point in time, I don't know where I'm at in my life. But that's one thing that we have to quit doing, is being this tiptoe Brady Bunch version when you know that's not what you are. You know, like, y'all got to keep it 1,000 with each other. Like, even in that sense, it's like, my wife couldn't even tell her parents, Jeremy's not a great father. Because Jeremy going to do for them kids.
Granted, your wife at this point can't say that. She can't, and even at the next point, she can't say it and be honest. But to his credit,
yeah,
an angry woman is different from a happy woman. So the second you get to the courtroom, stories change. You talk about a dude who bought a house. Like, I bought you a house, woman. Like, I bought you a house.
You live in.
I paid for the kids. I sat back when you wanted to go clubbing and experimenting with your life. I watched your kids, my kids, your kids. I call our kids. I'm just telling his.
Yeah.
If I'm going too far, I apologize.
No, you go
Okay,
ahead.
but
It's
I'm
out
saying-
there now.
But the second you reach, hi, Your Honor, does he take care of the kids? Well, he does what he can.
What?
Why ain't you telling this judge? Because the problem is the judge ain't here every day. So what you say is my credit. If you don't say that, if you get in front of the judge and your wife don't tell the judge that Jeremy is the most amazing father I've ever seen in my life.
You wouldn't even be in front of the judge in the first
Exactly.
place.
That's how the judge sees it.
Well-
You wouldn't be here if you were so great.
I guess I would say for me, I guess it's because of my past and things like that. Because I always realize it's not what you know, is what you can prove. Like, for example, back in the day, there's not one girl could ever say whatever I did or said was inappropriate or anything. Because I will always keep text messages. I always keep pictures. So if you ever thought you were going to say, Jeremy did this. Okay, for example, you bought a house. Nigga, there's a receipt of this house somewhere. Like, I ain't saying that you just got to keep it just to be like, ha, I told you. But me, I guess, because of who I was back in the day, it was like, I never want you to, like, my name means a lot to me. My word, my value means a lot to me. So I'm not going to let you as a person disrespect or jeopardize my name. And I'm not saying that you did or didn't do that or anything like that. What I'm saying is, like, I guess for a lot of people nowadays, you got to keep some kind of receipt. And I know that sounds messed up, but in today's world, if you want that same respect, hey, hold up, Judge. Nah, you see that house note right there? You see that right there? That's me.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that payment right there? That's me. Oh, you want them pictures? That's me. And I know I don't do things just because I want to show somebody I did it. I'm like, no. I'm never been that type of person. But nowadays,
Jeremy don't understand how this court. You want to tell you what the judge said? Did she pay any bills? Well, this 1 month well, she paid for that house too, because she allowed you to pay that rent because she paid this. So y'all both contributed to that. I just mentioned 1 month. She didn't care about nothing else. Did she take care of the kids while you were at work? Well, a babysitter makes this amount. So she took away the expenses of it. It goes on and on.
That could have been
It's
the judge just out.
No, sir. I thought so too. Lawyer paid what? I actually had him on a payment plan for I think it was $3,200 a month for about a year and a half. Okay.
Hey.
Yes, it's a good judge. He didn't lose. I mean, a good lawyer. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, you don't understand what I'm saying. The loopholes that women have is vast. I literally have to record this woman and saying this, that anything that I'm saying that I did, she has to agree. It has to be recorded. To the point, if she don't, if it's a me versus you situation, it's gonna go to the woman regardless. No matter what, even with the house situation, it was just a point of proving that I paid it. Well, I lived there. I lived there at the house at that time. I was supposed to pay rent. That's how I was looked at. Doesn't matter. Like any situation, when it comes to the court system, a man has to go above and beyond to prove what he's saying. Right. It got to a point where I actually went a whole 2 years recording damn near everything. It's some in this phone and 2 more other phones I got. Video recordings, voice recordings, even screenshots of text messages, just to be clear about what I did, what happened. In any situation, I had to be extra cautious because just by you being a man and them being a custodial parent, even with marriage, it's the same way. We will be behind people in courtrooms where you hear situations where the girl pulled a gun on the guy and he hit her. They made it a mutual thing that y'all both are just not okay for each other. we're gonna let the kid go with the mom. Since y'all can't get along, we're gonna try to find a way that, find little times where y'all could, let him supervised visitations.
Mm.
She pulled a fucking gun on this guy.
It's life or death now.
Yeah, that's next level.
While he was driving.
Okay.
Mm.
Why does she get full? Cause it just stuff I've seen, bro. Like, and I know it's hard to believe, but bro, you gotta go above and beyond. Listen to how much I paid a lawyer, bro. Just listen to what I just said.
But that's the thing. So the question was, I feel like we haven't reached anything. We just stated what was already being stated.
Hmm.
It's broken. And one, I take the court system and government in our relationships as an issue. Now, granted, some things the government provides, like if you a trash dude, you just beating on your woman. Okay, I can see how a little government intervention could be a positive thing. But when you start dealing with a good man, and because the laws aren't made for the good people, they're made for a small percentage of bad. So I walk into the courtroom instead of assuming he's more so like the 90% of the people out here who does take care of their kids and does want to provide and does want to do X, Y, Z. Instead of saying he's like them, no. You in my presence, you've reached, now you're 10%.
Mm-hmm.
Now you the dude who I don't want to get a job because I don't want to pay child support. I don't really want to see my kids, but if she gonna make me pay for them, I at least want to see what I'm paying for, stuff like that. So I'm trying to get to a point where, or get to a part of the conversation where we're saying, okay, for example, government in your relationship, how to mend our relationship, how much government should be, what's the government impact on our relationships? How far can the government go? Mm-hmm. Does it go to, if it's outside of violence, once it gets to, if it's not a form of abuse, should the government be involved? When it comes to your kids and how, is that something that just the man and the woman, you have a conversation, we determine visitation or who gets the kid when, and that's us, and that's our agreement, the government don't have a place here? Or is it the government needs to have a hand in it because
the only way that happens is this. Like, it depends on how the relationship ended. And regardless of how it ended, a conversation needs to be had about that outside of the kid. Because a lot of times that influences, that's what influences the relationship with the child. It's because that relationship there is broken. Happy to say mine is fixed. We're good now. I'm not gonna lie, even on my end, once I got involved with somebody and started living my life a little more, I kind of was a little bit more, in a better place, that I did let stuff slide that I wouldn't let slide beforehand. That's just being honest, so I just feel like the relationship needs to have a proper closure. Regardless of how hard, of how long, even if it doesn't, you can't come to a resolution at that point. It should be constantly trying to make sure that that's right. And more so from what would be the ideal situation, make sure that is fixed before you even get involved with other people. Because you bring drama into their life as well. So try to make sure that is mended. And then I think that makes I just think the best relationships as far as like co-parenting is when the parents are both friends, actually cool with each other. Me personally, I want to see my baby mother happy. I want her to find somebody that I could hopefully get along with as well. I don't want to be separate for every Christmas. I don't care if she brings somebody, she involved with, because it's just when your kids have you on such a high pedestal that nobody can fuck with you. You daddy. You're a little more lenient. When your kid is questioning you and they trying to put somebody else into your spot too, that's where a lot of men have problems.
Right.
And I know I would. But I'm so glad I don't. My daughter ain't trying to hear that shit. I even told her, like, if she got comfortable with a guy that her mom's dating, she want to call him daddy, and it got like if he been there, I mean, I don't want her to, but I don't want my daughter to want to call him and she feel like it's gonna change something between me and her. Right. I don't want her to think that. And she got mad at me. My baby got. I have one daddy. And she was about to cry. She was so mad. I was like, you know what, babe? I kissed on her forehead. I hugged her. I was like, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm just letting you know it's okay. She said, I don't want to, and don't say it again. All right, baby.
Well, I guess this is how I look at it is if we're going to try to mend this thing between men and women, we need to take all this ego and your feelings, men and women, that actual... I'm not talking about pride as an individual, but that, oh, well, I don't want to be proven wrong or I don't want to be looked at as this. For example, I don't believe the government should be involved in your lives unless you have been shown as an unfit parent. And what I mean by that, if you are truly not helping your children, I don't care if you're helping the mother or the father, that has nothing. But if you're not there for your children, you're not helping your children. And yes, sometimes that does mean you have to help financially. Yes, you should be helping financially because you help make them. Now, other than that, I don't believe the government should be all in your business like that.
And one thing I forgot, I want James to give some input on this because he has a child as well. The one thing that I didn't mention is most guys that beg to see their kids, they're like, hey, I pay child support.
Yeah.
I do what I'm supposed to do. Can I see my fucking child? I just want to see my child. And it's like, these are the main ones that go through it. So, like, to mend it in that situation, even if you want to get the government involved, you got them involved. They did what you wanted them to do. Now, let's have a conversation. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not... Me personally, man, it be sometimes child support forget to take out of my check. And I literally don't spend that much amount of money, and I call them, hey, take this shit out. Because I don't want no shit. I don't want this to add up to where I'm getting put in jail, or she could use this for me not to see my child at any point. I never had to really deal with my baby mother keeping my child from me, because my daughter's a pest. She I want to see my daddy. I want to see my dad. She gonna annoy the fuck out of you, and you gonna have to give in. You don't want to keep hearing that. So, just give it into it. So the thing is, it just, just that out of that situation, I just feel like conversation could be had. If, I did what they asked, took the shit out of my check. I got it. I paid it. Just let me see my child. Or just have a conversation. So the way that's mended, the government's going to be involved whether we like it or not. It's where it's going to happen. But I just think people should focus on getting their life in order and trying to stop breaking the relationship. We were together at one point. We were inside of I was inside of you at one point. We created this child together. Right. We were both in this hospital room. We shouldn't be enemies. We're both parents to this child. So we gotta stick together. I don't care who you with. I respect your relationship, but we got this one to worry about. We gotta stick together. And once they understand that we on the same team, that's the point. When we realize we're on the same team, regardless, that's when we commend it. Right there. Once we realize that we are on the same team, I can't fight. I'm fighting with my teammate. Yeah. I'm fighting with my teammate. Even us as Americans, even us as black people, whatever the slice, we're on the same team, and we're constantly fighting with each other. Why?
Yeah. No, that's solid. He wanted to get some input on.
You feel like your baby mama your teammate?
Yeah, y'all both parents.
I don't know, man. Me and my baby mama seem like we on two different sides, man.
That's what he was saying.
I kind of feel like what you're saying is real, but I don't know. Right now, I'm trying to talk to her. I'm trying to understand her, but we just not on the same side.
Now, let me ask this question: could it be because she is it that? I guess I'm trying to say is the reason that you feel y'all are on the same sides is because either are you making too many demands or she's not giving in to anything?
She's not really giving in to anything, cause I just kind of want to get some common ground. But like I said, my baby mama a little bit younger, so I feel like her mama kind of controls some things. So she kind of got to listen to what her mama say. So it's another level. So I'm kind of dealing with talking to her and talking to her mama at the same time.
Now, I know a lot of people do say outside influences, whether it be the government, parents, or anything else, will be a major factor because of the fact of the matter they're listening to what other people say versus what would be best for them and their child.
Even so, like, you gotta plant seeds. That's what I did. My baby mother family, they can't stand me. They can't.
Damn.
But one thing is, even taking care of those two like they were my own, you're gonna find something wrong with what Damie did. What it come down to in your situation, you gotta plant seeds. Sit them down like, look, my ultimate goal is to be here for my child. I want the best for my child. I want my child to be raised right and to have a good environment, whether with me or with y'all. I just want to understand y'all problem with me by saying what I just said. I got no answers. Nobody could really say something. At the end of the day, it's verified that you just don't like me for some reason. But even with that given, respect me as a fucking father. I'm giving you no reason not to.
Right.
That's right there. That took some time. I'm not gonna lie to you. They still gave, like, cause sometimes my baby mother need her sister to drop my daughter off to me or meet me somewhere, and they didn't want to do it because they didn't want to do me no favors. So I would have to drive 6 hours there and 6 hours back, damn near every time I went to get my daughter within the same day. And I actually got to a point to where it was normal for me. That's bad, but that's what I was willing to do for my child. So once they start seeing that and the stuff that I left with them, and they're like, you know what, all right, you know, I can't. Did I have to do that? No, I shouldn't have had to do that. But at the end of the day, I did what I had to do for my child. And if at some point, if you're not winning over respect of your baby mother and her family, it will eventually. But just let it be known what your true intentions are. Right. You know, and if they argue against that, man, there ain't much you can do. You did what you were supposed to do. Yeah. You know, just try to talk to them both. If she gonna keep listening to her mom, like, look, I need to talk to her. Look, I just want to see my son more. I love my son. I'm trying to be the best dad I can. I don't want no problems with y'all. How can we work this out? If they give you shit after asking that question, bro, like,
just want to have a problem.
Yeah. Shit, what do you do after that? What you think?
Just say what you have to say. Just tell them, I'm trying to be a good father, and I don't want any problems with y'all. How can we make this go smooth? What do I need to do to make this situation better? Period. And they will stop being an asshole. Stop. If you get all them type of answers, just let them talk and leave it at that. Like, okay, I'll work on it. Even though you might not be none of the stuff they saying, but it's just personal attacks. They're not saying that you should pick up your son more, you should bring him by earlier, you bring him by too late, you keep him too long, or you don't keep him long enough. If it's not anything on those grounds, it's just personal stuff. So at that point, you leave what you said, and let them talk, let them get it out. You listen to what they gotta say, because now they have no reason to repeat none of that stuff. They already told you. You didn't interrupt them. You let them get their shit out. They have no reason to repeat that same stuff. So now, any problems you got from then on, that's pretty much them just trying to create shit.
Well, we reached the end of the segment. Let's go ahead and get some final thoughts in.
I'll get mine out quickly. First subject, what was this?
So, just because it feels good doesn't mean it's good for you.
Okay,
Sex,
yeah.
relationships, talk to people.
Got you. Like, again, with that, you know where you at in your life, and judge that accordingly. If you want to have fun and you just there for a good time or anything like that, make sure that person knows that as well. You don't want to mislead nobody, because that could lead to a whole bunch of other problems. Mm-hmm. But if you long term, it's more than looks. You know, it might be a factor for you, but make sure there's layers to that person that fits you. Everybody's different. You might not have many layers. Maybe you just got 2 or 3 of them. But make sure that person meets your layers. Make sure you meet theirs, and it's a common ground. Why do women lie about what they really want and the truth about what men really want? I just feel like a lot of women are very cautious about getting judged, and they don't really like expressing what they really want. A lot of women have a whole checklist of what they want, but you got to be truthful about yourself. If you don't require for those things, don't be asking for them. Just make sure you're at a point in your life where you know what you want and you try to get it and you qualify for what you get. And as far as men go, you know, what they really want, I don't think men are complex creatures. We're very simple. And I just think some men ignore that factor. We let a woman manipulate our thoughts. Like, some men don't even want to get married, but they get married because they don't want their woman to leave. And I just think that's very sad. And, you know, marry a woman because you love her and you want to be with her for the rest of your life. Don't do it because you don't want her to leave, because then I believe that's how a lot of marriages start off bad. Last subject, I just feel like I know a lot of women gonna be against what I'm saying, and quite frankly, I've been the man that they feel a man should be. It didn't work out too well for me. I put my needs aside for somebody else, and at the end of the day, it didn't work out. So the point is, we could talk about men in a relationship between men and women. I don't think men are above, you know, accepting responsibility. I just think a lot of times men do it because they feel like it doesn't benefit them if they do what they're supposed to. A lot of men that have problems, that are on child support, most of those men that are on child support are men who want to be around their kid, who wants to provide for them. From what I've seen, maybe statistically it's different, but from my own eyes, I don't know a deadbeat dad. I know I've seen men outright cry because they ain't seen their child, and they have other kids and they just want to be there for their child and they just can't. You know, that's just personally what I've seen. So as far as that goes, I know women have a lot of things that they feel like men should fix, but I just think when you come to this conversation, make sure you're willing to accept what somebody sees as your flaws and actually try to explore them yourself and do some self-reflecting. And I feel like we can move forward if we all take accountability.
Final thoughts.
Okay, I guess just because it's good for you. Cause I know we always want what we can't have, man. So sometimes you might think you want something, but once you get it, it's not what you really want. I mean, sometimes the goal looks good, but it's not really like what it's meant to be. Just try to find somebody that you can relate with, cause life is long. So find somebody that you can spend time with and that you can be with every day, that understands you. Somebody that you can talk to and that you can laugh with. But it's hard though. It's hard because we want somebody that we can show off too. But at the end of the day, it's about spending time with that person if they like you. So just be with somebody that you can spend that time with, man. Because at the end of the day, that's who you gonna be with, and when you with him by yourself, that's who you gonna be with. I'ma just leave it at that, man.
Cool beans. So, just because it feels good doesn't mean it's good for you. I'm going to say it like this. You as a person should know when you in a situation that is not most beneficial to you.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you should understand, like he was saying, what I gleaned from you is what that relationship is to you. If it is just sex, that's A-okay. As long as both parties understand that this is just sex. So, long as nobody gets it confused and try to overstep the bounds Or if you do try to overstep the bounds, make sure it's understood by the party, the receiving party of the information that, hey, I think we can go further. If they say, no, I prefer to just stay sex, either you're going to honor their wishes or you're going to move on. So, one, communication. We're talking about it, and if what we agree on in the beginning, this is what it is. If you want contract renegotiation or relationship renegotiation, be an adult, come to that person and explain the new terms of the new deal you're trying to write. That's what that is. And then that will stop it from, just because it feels good, if you feel like it should be more and you want to change that good feeling to a good relationship, hey, you need to talk to that person before you go and try to change the arrangement. Why do women lie about what they really want and tell the truth about? It all comes down to this. Women are not necessarily lying about what they want. What I feel they doing is they listening to other people and letting the world tell them what they want. No.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's individual. When you talking about maturity is learning self. You have to learn who you are in order for you to fully say, I'm mature. Wisdom, on the other hand, is the learning and understanding of what's around you. Yeah. So it could be wisdom to learn your partner. It's wise to learn the likes and dislikes of your partner. It's mature to learn the likes and dislikes of yourself. So when we go into saying, the world might tell you you want a guy who's soft, sweet, XYZ, but you knowing yourself would be like, that's a general statement, and that's placing a label on all men and also all women in their wants. Instead of telling myself that I want this or that because they want it, no. They make different cars for a reason. They make different people for a reason. Everything that I like, he ain't gonna like. But my wisdom about him is he might not like everything I like, but that core is there. Regardless of who the person he ends up with, he does like good people. So I would suspect that whoever you end up with in the end is ultimately a good person. Now, whether they like to wear pink shoes or red, that's something he got to decide.
Yeah.
All right. And I know that took you back and got really basic at the very end, but the thing about it is learn yourself, and then you don't have to lie to yourself. That's what I'm talking to. How can we mend the relationships? When it comes down to mending the relationships, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. It's going to be really short. Get yourself some contracts. If we going to let the law into your life to try to organize, no. Let's stop making it taboo to get you a prenup. Let's stop making it taboo to say, hey, you know what? I'm finna date you. Let me write you out a date contract. So I'm going to list out my terms, you list out your terms, and this is what it's going to be. Now, granted, a lot of people going to feel like I'm taking the love out of relationships when I say something like that. It's like, we don't get the opportunity to grow and develop. But what you do get is exactly what you asked for, and it gives you an automatic out. Because at this point, I can't trust that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. Because in your mind, all men are dogs. In my mind, all women are trash. Well, not in my mind, but, I don't feel that way. But at the same time, it's a lot of men who do feel that way. Speaking for them, too. If you want to remedy that and alleviate that type of pressure and your false perceptions of everybody, if you want this job, I'm going to bring you this contract. This is what I expect you to do. For right now. There's such thing as contract renegotiation. This is what I expect for you right now. I'm dating you. You can tell me, and whatever it is, I want a guy who at least takes me on 2 steak dinners a month. If I'm a guy, I can respect that. I want to at least hit within the first 15 days. Period. You can pick the day, but 15 days from now, if I don't hit, you voided the contract, I have the right to say, I need my money back for them steak dinners I took you on, and we gonna move on. It's cut and dry. It's cut and dry, but at the same time, you get exactly what you want. We have to get past the point of saying it's taboo for me to tell you exactly what I want and expect you and hold you accountable. That's the issue. The court system holding the men accountable, but not the women. Like marriage holding the men accountable, not the women. No. I'm gonna leave all that for you. Get you a piece of paper. You as a man decide what you want at what phase in the relationship. Write that contract down. Give her time. Say, hey, I think you cute. Oh, really? Well, before we go and I start calling you my girlfriend, this is my relationship contract. If you need to get a lawyer to read over this, I suggest you do that. It's a lot of legal terms in there for you.
But you preaching.
Read this over.
Yeah.
If you can agree to these terms, and if you got anything you want to add to it or something, I left a section in the back. Understand, any rebuttal you have, I got to read that over with my lawyer.
Yeah.
But this is the contract. These are my terms. If you can meet those terms, then in 2 to 3 weeks from now, we could possibly be in a relationship. Mended.
Okay.
Preaching.
Okay. For the first one, just because it feels good doesn't mean it's good for you. I'm gonna make mine short and sweet. All the glitters ain't gold. Just because it looks good doesn't mean it's good. Because we've all known an individual when we first talking to them, everything looks great. Then after you really get to know who that person is, you like, man, this is a garbage individual. Like, oh my, and it's men and women. I don't put no gender on either one. Both can be trash at certain points in time. Next thing, why do women lie about it is like what B Hunt said. Honestly, I think a lot of times we have this facade of what we think our friends or what everybody else want, what our parents want, all that other kind of stuff. So what we don't do is look at what we truly value and what we look at. If right now this is the type of individual you want, cool. Now if that changes, okay, well, now we gotta change that. But if it doesn't change, hey, if I want roughneck, you get roughneck. If you want you a hood chick, get you a hood chick. Whatever you want, make sure that's what you want and not what somebody else wants for you. Next, last thing. Let's see, how can we mend this thing? Honestly, and when I mean this, I truly mean talk. Just because you think you like, if I could just talk with them and everything, yes, I'm a good communicator. But if I can't communicate with my wife, you are not a good communicator. Just because you're around your girls and you and your girls agree on something doesn't mean you're a good communicator. If you can't communicate with the person you're with that you said you either want to lay up with, have a family with, or any of that other kind of stuff, you are not a good communicator. That is men and women. Stop playing this game like, oh, well, they just didn't want to listen. Oh, I'm a great communicator. Yes, there may be a great communicator, but if both of y'all aren't communicating, the hell does it matter?
Yeah, something wrong in that bitch. Yeah.
So, it's what it is.
All right. Shout outs. Of course, I'll talk to you about my cousin Mike Wiggleworks. Go watch him. He's good. You'll like it. Also, Pace Brothers, they do homes. So if you need to get a home built, I have to get you a number because I don't necessarily know which number you want to use to communicate with you. It might not be a cell phone. Once I get that number, I'll go through the process of putting that out here for you people in the World Wide Web. Also,
What do you mean, you people?
yeah, for the world, for the people. That's what we got. The fans hit. I'm gonna get that number for the people because this is something for the people.
S4P.
Also, I think that's pretty much it. If you need something drawn, you can holler at me.
He been doing that.
I'll take you on whatever your situation is. For a fee, of course.
Well, I'll let all you know. He's a great artist. He does a lot of different things. He did murals and different things like that for some friends of mine that actually will tell you his accreditation is A1.
sure.
You know, I would shout out that lawyer y'all was just speaking about, but $3,200 a month was a fucking lot of money, bro. Now I'm thinking about that shit.
This nigga still reminiscing on shit.
That pain, that's
Nigga,
that
that
pain.
money. Oh my
man.
god.
But no, he did let me split up the payments a lot. He brought it down some months later, but that's a lot of money, bro. I could have did a lot with that.
It happens. It happens. Well, I would like to shout out and to my wife's actual hair care line, Traces Like Mine. I suggest you go look at it. She does a lot of different things, different oils, shampoos. If you're having alopecia and you have issues with your hair, she can help you with that too. She's on Facebook, Instagram. She actually has her own website too called Traces Like Mine. Look it up.
Look me up at DJ Park, man. Check my Instagram out, man. I appreciate something for the people having me, man. It's been a great conversation, man. My nigga Brian been on the drawing. My nigga Damien been the dating coach. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Big Country been preaching to him, man. I appreciate y'all. This is a great show, man. Y'all keep it up, man. I love y'all, man. Straight up.
Good.
Oh, you good?
Okay, well, bet that. It's been another episode of Something for the
$3,200
People.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be easy.
Hold it down.